get a drum as a toy for Christmas.
Monday, the 6th of July, and the long-awaited recycle RO is going in. I'll be filming a bit more later on with Andy Finch. Man, look at my beard and my hair. Lord, look like Moses. Anyhow, so what the plan is that this recycle RO would get my water pinpoint perfect. It's been bouncing the source water on the pH of 7.3, then 7.5, then 7.3. That's the source water. So it's not settled. It's a new estate. So flushing pipes and all them things, as they are doing, Severn Trent, their water is changing, which is causing the fish some aggro. So the goal of Recycle RO is to save water, and I'm going to demonstrate it from this video. So if it doesn't save water, I'm going to tell you straight out. But going by what Mr. Finch is recommending, and really what my research tells me, it should save me water. At the moment I'm running about 2 litres a minute, trickle in, trickle out, and that's keeping the source water TDS same as the pond TDS, and that's a good way to measure that up as well. But the goal is that that trickle in, trickle out will then come down to about 700 mils per minute, which is a huge difference. And so what that will do then is obviously help with the water in itself of how much I use, but also whatever goes through the RO unit and comes out. Remember, it's recycling the pond water, so the pond water itself, what comes out of that RO unit is pure water. There's no ammonia, no nitrate, no nitrite, no nothing. So it's better than fresh tap water. So stay tuned, and once Mr. Finch is here, we'll get through on the other part of the video. Exciting. It's a bit overcast and spitting today. It's meant to be bright and sunny, but that's the UK weather for you. Don't drink it, Andy. So what we've done now, I'm saying we, this is the royal we. What Andy has done is he's put in all the feeds. Two are RO water, right, Andy, and one is waste.
Yeah.
So as you can see, he's put these in there. Still working away, so he's not. Timers all here in place. You can see here, and yeah, these meters will look some serious meters, no bounce on them. And one of his jobs, the final job I think, is to cut this pipe that will then connect these two bits via a ball cock there to here, which will be over there. And so in that way, if you're treating your koi pond with anything, you could. Well, a few cutaway shots you saw this morning is of me talking about why I'm using Recycle RO as opposed to normal RO, and that's a given because I'm on a water meter, so I want to save money. So we got Mr. Finch here of Finch Innovative Filtration. How do I say it again?
Finch Filtration Innovation System.
Yeah, one of them.
You will learn.
One of them. So this is Andy Finch. He's not a stranger to a lot of you. Everybody knows Andy. He's been in a hobby. How long have you been in a hobby, Andy?
28 years now.
28 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, so almost as long as I've been alive, he's been in a hobby. And so he's down here today hooking up my Recycle RO system. And he's doing... getting all the bits in. Thankfully he built it most at home and then transported. The camera may not give you the true size of it, but it is a beast in itself. So a system like this, Andy, how much water, Recycle RO water, would we get out of it?
You're going to get 5 litres out of this, 4.5 to 5 litres.
So 4.5 to 5 litres of
pure water.
And just if you're wondering, although it's Recycle RO water, so it's not off the mains, it's off the drum itself,
yeah.
The clean side. Anything that comes out of this is pure water.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
There's no.
You're going to get waste as well, but no, all the pure goes into the pond.
Yes. So there's no contaminants that makes its way through the membranes. It's pretty much better than your tap water in many ways, because There's nothing in it. So Andy's fitting this here today. He's hoping to get it done today. If not, then he'll come back Wednesday and sort it. But we are making progress, so he might be able to do this as well. So this is typically, Andy, the sort of system you'd recommend for ponds if you're going to go recycle RO for most ponds.
This is better than using one membrane, because one membrane it doesn't work properly.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Yeah. So this is what he would recommend to most people, and looking at the system, I'm not the sort of guy that knows a lot about costings of stuff, but I can tell you what, the stuff that he used on here is all the best stuff. They're not cheap plastic junk, you know, in that way. There's a lot of couplings and other bits he's putting in, and even the valves on there, oil fill valves, oil fill valves, and so stop bounce and all those things. So when you get a system from Andy, you're paying for a really decent system, not just something slapped together that will work. So tell us what you're doing there, Andy.
We've just changed one of the cartridges over to catalytic carbon.
Yeah.
See how you get on with that. It's the new carbon out. One of the filters in on the 10-inch blue, double, the jumbo.
Okay.
See how you get on with that. I'm changing the end of the water pipe. As you can see, it's a massive, great big, 25 mil or 30 mil.
Something like that.
We're going to change it to 12 mil. Going to get rid of this.
Yeah, that can go. Okay.
That can go. We're going to go with 12 mil, so we'll have
a T as well.
a T on that. There'll be a needle valve with a solenoid valve for when the RO comes on, so that'll all be regulated. We'll have an extra off the other T. We'll have another valve on there. So if you want to run a little bit of a trickle to keep up with your drum cleaning, because you've got a pump inside your drum, you can just put a little bit of water in there, just keep up with that drum clean.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going into the 21st century in our trip. We're not going to live in the Industrial Revolution 1900s with this great big lump of pipe.
So you know, Andy, you've put catalytic carbon down there.
Yeah.
What is catalytic carbon?
Catalytic carbon is made specifically for doing chloramine reduction.
Chloramine?
Chloramine. I've got it. I don't know anybody else who's stocking it. But it helps. If you go on the internet, go on Google, put in catalytic carbon and have a read about it.
Okay. And you stock it as well? So
I stock it, yeah.
So people want something to connect.
The felt and bracing, it's in a cartridge, and you can take that cartridge out when it's spent, fill it up with some more, and it's good to go
so
again.
You got bone char,
bone char, granulated activated carbon, catalytic carbon, Pentec Chlor Plus, Spectrum PCB, every cartridge you can think of, got them all, all in stock.
And just contact you either via Facebook. What's your phone number? Do you know it offhand?
079
079
44
44
205
205
419.
419. So
contact me anytime on that number. Facebook message me until the website's sorted out. Still not sorted out of the website. The logo's been done, it should be finished this week. Right. Once that's done, the website's done, then it'll be up on Facebook and you'll be able to find me easily.
Okay. Right, afternoon everybody. It's what's the date today, Andy? The 8th?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's the 8th.
In a time warp.
In the 8th, and it's raining today. We've got the canopy over. So I've been at work today. I was all in work clothes, suit and tie, so I've changed. I don't think you want me looking like a convict in suit and tie. So I've been at the office all morning and I left Andy to it. So we're going to see what he's doing and catch up with him. He's still in the stuff of finishing off the job, so tools are everywhere, but a lot of progress has been made. So we'll go over and catch up with the old boy. See what the old boy is up to.
Don't listen to the old. Only 62.
There you go. So this is the progress. So when I left this morning, there was no tea from the shower. You can see behind him into the thing. Come back home, he's got a tea in there.
Yeah, leave me when it's a nightmare.
And he's got everything hooked up. But he's been working hard, I must give him that. He's a hard worker, old school. None of this sort of like union. There's no union. There's only
bringing the union.
So he's been doing really well. He's got some other bits and pieces to do. But we should, if everything works out, we should be up and running in the next couple of hours.
And
Yeah,
so
barring a disaster, yeah.
yeah.
But
And then we'll start testing. What do you want to tell everybody, Andy?
you're a nightmare. We come to do this morning, so Chip goes to work, leaves me with it, and I've got to put a 3-inch T in here
Yeah.
with no room in the roof to move it.
I told you the roof is built in my height, which is
Yeah.
6'7".
Yeah, but that and that don't equate.
Yeah.
So I've had a nightmare on my own.
On his own.
On my own. But
Yeah, yeah,
we've got past it.
You did fantastic. You did
Got
an
past it.
excellent job.
I think the pond was down about 3/4 of an hour and it's back up and running
Back up
again.
and running, yeah.
Uh,
Fish are happy, everybody's
yeah,
happy.
that all seems good.
Yeah.
Purifiers put in now, or pre-filters, so that they're
Yeah.
in, piped up. Just clipping a few cables up.
Yeah.
Just got to finish off the pipe work down there for the auto feed and everything. And then we'll switch on and fingers crossed there's no leaks. But you never know.
You never know.
You
It's
just
like
never know.
once you're building a pond, same thing. Anybody who's ever built a pond know that your heart is in your mouth when you press that on button
That's it.
because you don't
Yeah,
know what's
you don't know
going to spit.
happen.
Yeah.
And fingers crossed everything goes to plan.
Yeah.
With a bit of luck,
Yeah.
it'll be okay. Yeah, so it'll be up and running. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
So next
We'll get
time you
that.
see us, we'll be doing something different.
It might be sunny then, you never know.
You never know, yeah. We got rain this weekend, Lester. Next week it's all sunny. I think it's the same over the country, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, so we'll watch the space. More to happen, coming soon. And, yeah, good job. So then, there you go, Andy. So that's pure water, eh? Pure
Yeah,
RO.
yeah, that's pure RO water.
So at the moment, well, how much you say we're getting?
About 6 litres a minute.
6
I mean,
litres.
it'll go down a bit. That's still going to bed in, but that's off a brand new membrane.
Wow.
That's 6 litres a minute.
And
That's
the
a lot of
waste is
water.
how much? Hardly anything, right?
Just over a litre. That's
Just
all it
over a
is.
litre, which is probably a little bit more than that.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, trying to mimic it here, and there's just under a litre. So, yeah, big bit of a difference there, isn't there?
Oh, yeah.
You know, old school RO, and you know,
That's
it's,
it.
yeah.
Okay, so we're up and running. Let me turn this around on me first. We're up and running. Mr. Arrow Man has been here all day. It's day 2 here, but he's finished. He's got it running, and so far it's good. I've tested the water, and I'll show you this while Andy tidies up. I'll show you what we're getting. So just bear in mind, while I'm filming this, just bear in mind that my TDS was close to 400. So this is our mixed there after the recycle arrow. So this will tell you where the TDS will now be at. So this is a mixture of what the solenoid valve is letting in, and so the TDS was, like I said, close before, was close to 400, and right now you can see what the TDS will be. So it will end up on 80 parts per million, something like that, 80, 82. And so we're going to leave it running for a bit. Actually, it might be a little bit lower. There you go. There you go. So if we get this in there, and then we'll show you what the TDS will be. It's starting to rain. It's been one of them days. There you go. So the TDS will be around 80 once it's finished with there. So yeah, switch this off. There you go. So now then, Mr. Finch.
Now then,
Of Finch
filtration,
Finch
innovation
Industries.
system. It's a mouthful, isn't it?
It is a
Should have been a
mouthful.
shorter one.
You need a dub reggae song. So we get in a lot more water than you anticipated at first,
Yeah,
right?
we are, yeah, at the
So-
moment. But that's could be because the membranes are brand new and it needs
Yeah.
to bed in.
Yeah.
But at the moment you're looking at 6.5 litres a
Yeah.
minute.
Yeah, and
A
the
pure waste of 0.98, so just under a litre of waste. Which is a massive amount of water. We've done a test on it, as you probably just said.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's happy days.
Yeah. Well, the TDS has dropped dramatically. The KH run on measure. We'll leave it to run now till you
Yeah.
come back Friday just
Yeah.
to do a little bit of pipe work,
Tweaking about.
tweaking
yeah.
a bit, and then we would know exactly
Should-
where we are.
Yeah,
You know.
I mean, it should. I'll set the timer up in a second. We're just running on it as to run it, just
Yeah.
to see if it's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I'll set the timer up. Come back Friday. You take the measurements tonight, and let's see
Yeah.
what's happening Friday.
Yeah, we'll do that. I'll do all the measures.
do all the pump measurements, and then
Yeah, yeah.
we'll have a look Friday and see what the shift is. I would
Yeah.
imagine you're going to see a shift in 2 days.
Oh yeah, yeah. With 6 litres, with 6 litres of.
Yeah, that might drop off.
Yeah.
And we might have to tweak things, but it's settling in and it's running well.
So it's running. We're going to run it an hour on.
Hour on, 2 hours off.
2 hours off.
Just to see how it runs. Friday we're going to do some adjustments on Friday.
Yeah.
See how it runs. But as I said before, every pond's different.
Yes.
Every pond's got a different volume of water in it. Every pond's got a different makeup of water. Yeah. So we'll know from your measurements now what it is on Friday. We do all that. Yeah. And then if we're going to make any adjustments or tweaks or anything like that, we'll make them, and that'll be it. We'll be away with it. Yeah. It's at the moment it's looking good.
It's looking really good, and we've got it up and running. We've just got a few little bit of tidy up to do, but generally the system is running in. You can see the PSI is the pressure on it.
Yeah, there's pressure on both of them. It's under 100.
Under 100.
You're looking at 85 for both.
Yeah. So the water comes in from there, from that T-piece.
Yeah, from here.
Straight into the two. One is the front one is 20 microns. Is that right?
Yeah.
Second one is 5 microns. It gets cleaned and it goes through here, pushes through the top membrane first and then the bottom.
Top membrane inwards again. Yeah,
and then it comes out. You can see the feeds in the back there, and they go all the way down the pond into the showers themselves. So so far it's all looking good, and that's our flow meters. And we're going to leave it overnight. Leave it now till Friday, and it's quite exciting, to be honest. To see a TDS at 80 made me so happy. Yeah. The TDS is close to 380, 400.
Yeah, and that's with the mix.
And that's with the mix. So it just shows you.
So I mean, it might alter by then. When we come back, we'll see what we do. We've got all the parameters now. Yeah. We'll have a look on Friday and see what it is on Friday.
Yeah.
Won't be here long on Friday. Yeah. Just a bit of tidying up.
Well, what we do now, I'll stick a TDS meter in the pond.
Yeah.
And people will see it'll be close to 400 now.
Yeah.
And then by Friday you're going to see a massive drop.
I think we'll see a big drop. And you're saying with pH will drop as well.
Yeah.
It's looking good.
But you know what my wife wants to see drop? Is a water bill.
Well, yeah, you've got to mimic that now as well. Yeah. You've got to look at that and see what.
But like I've already been playing with that needle valve down there, and I can see I'm using so much less water.
Oh yeah, I mean the thing is now you're going to have to look, because you've got a drum, as I said before, on a different system. It's running off your pond.
Yeah.
The auto flush is running up. Well, not the auto flush. The drum flush is running off the pond. You've got to keep water going in this pond all the time, so you need a small trickle in all the time. Yeah. So we've got 2 trickles going in. Normally, as I said before, we've only got the 1 trickle in from this when it's running, because we're running off the header tank. Yeah. You've not got that facility, so we'll see what happens Friday, and let's have a look.
And that'll give us a base mark.
Yeah.
Cool. So exciting, happy days. You get to see me one more time. There you go. So let me do a cutaway shot. I know there's all these tools and stuff here. I don't mind those, but there you go. There's a system there running, and it's a bit of a beast. And the rain is pelting down as I speak, but yeah. So if you're on a water meter, let me turn this around. If you're on a water meter, this is the way you need to go. Save some money on your bills. But not only that, there's a 2-for-1. You save money on your water bill, but you get your pond water right. To me, having a KH above 5 needs addressing. GH above 5, TDS of 500, you need that changing. So hopefully this pond, my goal is, Andy, that this pond would run with a pH of 7, KH of 0.501, GH of 0.501, and TDS around 80. That's my goal. Yeah. And if I could run it that way, then happy days. And as you could tell, I'm not massively overstocked. I think, like we were talking, the problem today, and you've seen a load of ponds in the last 3 weeks or 4 weeks. Yeah. Too many people overstocked. Yeah. Too many, and they're getting fish from every Tom, Dick and Harry, throwing it in, and...
it's everybody's to themselves. I mean, it depends what you want out of the hobby and what you want to do. It's just,
But it's not good for the fish as well, throwing in fish from everywhere. So. That's a wrap for today. We'll get the camera back out on Friday.
Let's see what the results are.
Let's see what the results Friday.
Yeah. Good. Brilliant.
You can see the camera is back on because the fish are all doing okay, I think. So we had the recycle RO running on the 8th. I think today's the 10th. So today's Friday anyways, and I think it's the 10th. Yeah, Friday the 10th. So what we had to do, we had a few teething issues. I'm going to get Andy on the camera in a minute once he eat his 5th biscuit, and then we'll get him on camera. He can tell you what the issues were. And just so you know, I mean, when we film this, we filming this honest. We're not hiding any mistakes or any faults because it is what it is. But so far we've had a good result anyways from this second or third day of play. Is it second day of play, Andy, or third day of play for us?
Second.
Is it the second day of play we're doing this one?
Third.
Third, okay. So
Day 1 was installed.
Yeah.
Day 2 was the pipe cutting.
all right, so let me switch the camera to you. There you go. So
Look at this armchair. This
yeah,
is.
you wouldn't get this sort of service anywhere else. It's only a Caribbean.
Where's my tea?
The tea is by your
Oh,
foot.
sorry.
There you go. So we had it running yesterday. No, Wednesday. Today's Friday.
Wednesday, yeah.
You were down in London.
London yesterday.
And we had it running, but then I came in to find the pressure bar had spiked up, and it was making a right little bit more noise than it was, rattling.
Yeah.
So I called you up, and you said switch it off, turn it all off. You'll come have a look at it. So tell us what happened and how we fixed it.
Right, well, what had happened was the bottom membrane must have blocked up because of your TDS in your water. We was taking too much pure water and not enough waste. A normal RO unit typically uses 50-50, 50% pure, 50% waste. We were going at 5 and 6 litres of pure water with a 0.8 of a litre of waste.
At one point it was up to 7.
Yeah, so
7 litres of water.
So I was being too greedy with it.
We hammered it a little bit too much.
I pushed it beyond its maximum really. So today I've come. We had a couple of pinpricks in the pipe work. That was due to suppliers not having the parts and having to use different suppliers, and there must have been a different fitting or something. Normally pressure pipe doesn't leak.
Yeah.
As you know, you just glue it up and put it together and it's done. So we've replaced that pipe work. That's all done. I've put another membrane back in the bottom of my housing. We've measured the TDS. Now the TDS coming out of that final membrane is over 1,000 parts per million.
In the waste, yeah.
Yeah, and we've done tests on the water, and it's all looking good now. We've upped the timer on the auto flush now to 2 minutes. We're not being so keen on the waste, and now we're running at 2.3 litres of waste per minute, and we're getting over 5.2 litres of pure out of both membranes. So I've written all the figures down.
Yeah.
We're going at that now. We've upped that flush now to 2 minutes, and hopefully this will sort it out. I mean, it was really noisy the other day. Now it's not so noisy.
No.
Hopefully it sorts it out.
Well, I mean, one of the things I was saying you were saying is that once the pond, I mean, this wouldn't take long to come down, even in a short time, because
we've just measured it all.
Yeah.
And the mix at the moment to replace all the waste water in the RO is a pH of 7.2, a KH of 2, and a GH of 4.
Yeah.
I mean, so what your pump parameters is now, your pH is 8.1.
No, it's 7.9.
Yeah. So that's a lot more.
Yeah.
So all this should bring it down. Once it comes down to a decent level, then we'll alter all this again.
Yeah.
And take some more waste off it, and hopefully it should be okay.
At the moment, it's like moving rubbish. It's got to remove all the rubbish out first, and then you can bring the soft brush in.
Yeah.
What we did is we tried to move the rubbish with a soft brush.
We did.
And that didn't really work.
And it didn't work.
Yeah.
I was being a bit.
Yeah. But it's a learning curve
really
because,
with it. So
I mean, this system here, for people who don't know, the water comes in. That's a 20 micron pre-filter, the first one. Then it comes to a 5 micron.
Yeah.
Then it goes through the top, come all the way down through the second one, and then this is how we get our water. So, and as you can see, everything that is put in on this system, this is probably one of the best systems you've built, right? As far as like bits and pieces
it's
and
proper,
yeah.
But it's still a learning curve because
Yeah,
you know, like you've decided next time I do it, I'll pressure test it.
Yeah.
I'll do all the odds and ends.
See,
But-
I've done RO units before with 12mm push fit.
Yeah.
I've done it with 15mm push fit. My own system's done with 20mm pressure pipe.
Yeah.
It's rated to 16 bar.
Yeah.
It's a lot safer. And I've done this one expecting just to glue everything up and everything's going to be fine.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's all been done on the board. Bring it in. You've got a couple of pinprick leaks.
Yeah, yeah.
So in future, I'll have an hydraulic pressure test on the board before it goes out.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to have this issue.
So this membrane that we've put over there now,
Yeah.
like you see by the bamboo,
Yeah.
which is the membrane that we sort of destroyed. Well, not
well,
destroyed,
not
just
destroyed.
blocked
I'll
it.
clean it.
Yeah. So that's what I was going to talk about.
Yeah.
You will take it away and clean it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the auto flush.
There's the
isn't
auto
it?
flush kicking in.
So that's now going to flush for 2 minutes now instead of a minute.
Yeah.
And that should clean the membrane.
So when it's flushing, it's using
Nearly 7 litres.
yeah. So it's giving it a good flush in that way.
So I'll take the membrane away, put it on a rig. I've got a cleaning rig,
Yeah.
and clean it. It won't take more than an hour to clean it, and that'll be then if you want to spare in the future to keep in a tube like we spoke before.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, I've got 3-inch pressure pipe. We can make a tube thing because we want to store it in our
4-inch, not
Yeah.
3.
Oh, sorry, 4-inch.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So
Store it in RO water with a bit of sodium metabisulfite.
yeah.
People who make wine will know what that is. It's
Yeah.
just a sterilizer.
All right. Okay.
But yeah.
But no, it's working really good, and you know, for us, it's a trial. For me, the main reason, and I think I've said this before in the video, but the main reason is saving water, and we've you know, because we are early running, we're running a little bit more to catch up
Yeah.
with what we're using.
Yeah.
But we know for a fact that once we get the TDS, the PA, everything where we want it,
Yeah.
we'll be using a lot less
less.
water. But even now, I'm using less water.
You're using
because-
less what
yeah.
was running before. I mean, you can
Yeah.
test that. You know what the readings was on your
well,
meter.
I'll put it on a camera. I've took a picture of the user.
Yeah. And then
um,
you'll know then. And then when this comes down, within a week, I should think this will be down
Yeah.
to a better level. We can tweak this a bit more.
Yeah.
Take a bit more off the waste.
Yeah.
And then your water bill's going to come down again.
Even more. Yeah.
I tried to do it all in one go, which we found out doesn't work. So
But we were quite excited because thinking, man, we're getting 7 liters.
yeah.
But ultimately, we probably can do if we wanted to push it once it comes to the point it needs to be.
you get five
Five
and a
is-
half. I mean, they were brand new membranes on
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
so
yeah.
that's why it was so high.
Yeah.
But the mix and everything at the moment looks brilliant, and
Yeah.
we're putting in 2.5 litres of pure water, 2.5 litres of tap water
Yeah.
in with the RO water, and you've still got a mix of 7.2. Your
Yeah.
pond's 7.8, did you say?
Yeah.
So-
7.9.
so
Yeah.
it's a big difference. TDS is a lot lower than what your pond is.
Yeah.
So you'll see. I mean, we run it the other day. We only run it for less than 6 hours, and your TDS come down 40.
Yeah.
So
And if for those of you wondering what I use to test with, I've got a palin test out here. So that's what I use, and then my TDS meter is somewhere down here. Let's have a look so you can see what I use. So there's a TDS meter somewhere around. Put it down somewhere. So that's all the systems that we use that's in place here. And so just to give you a shot of what we do. Oh, here's a TDS meter that I use. So that's the TDS meter that I use here. So at the moment, we're happy with what you see because the figures hasn't changed. The flush is finished, so I can see it's climbing back up again.
yeah, the solenoid gone. That lights up red when it's on.
Right,
That's
when it's
gone off
flushing.
now. Yeah. So that's
So we
going
can
back up
see
again now.
it's on there. So the flush is longer. You said 2 minutes
2 minutes now.
on the flush. Yeah. So far.
This will switch off again in a minute, so it's coming up to the end of its time now. It's
Yeah.
only on for an hour.
Yeah.
We're on 58 minutes now, so it's got 2 more minutes and it's
Yeah.
off.
But what we've also discovered, Andy, is that just a very small amount of water on the side, the splitter that I have feeding, is enough to keep the pond topped up
Yeah.
with the drum. So
Yeah.
it's actually not using hardly anything.
No.
I mean, the drum's not cleaning that much, which means I don't have lots of junk in the pond for the drum to be.
Well, the water's clean, and that's
Yeah.
what baffled us yesterday. when you rung up and said this is making a noise, I said switch it off straight away. I'll come back. And we've done like an autopsy on it this morning. We've had it in bits.
Well,
I was baffled why it had done that, but we've had the pre-filters out, one of the pre-filters, and it's like brand new. There's nothing wrong with it, and it was just that we've grabbed too much water and the waste has blocked up the has blocked up the bottom membrane. So now we're sorted.
Let's get you outside, and you can tell everybody your number, your contact details. Don't phone him on Messenger, because if you phone him on Messenger, he's an old guy. You don't know how to use it. And then also Messenger is not Messenger is not the best way to phone somebody, because it's according to your Wi-Fi and how often Facebook being used. So okay, somebody wants to contact you, Andy. How do they contact you?
Can ring me, message me, send me a text. 079 44 205 419.
Say it again.
079 205 419.
Right. Okay.
Is that right?
I don't think so. Try it again one more time.
079 44 205 419. That's
there you
it.
go. Right.
Yeah, or you can send me an email, adfinkoi@hotmail.com.
Right.
Or catch me on Messenger on Facebook, or on the Facebook page, which is Finch Filtration Innovation Systems. Website's not done yet, but it's coming. We'll get there.
And then also you'll be at the Rasta event that we're doing probably around the second week of August.
Yeah.
We're down at the Koi collection.
Yeah.
You'll be there as well.
Yeah.
People want to talk to you.
Yeah.
If they want a system like this, or whatever system they want, you're able to do that. Also, one of the things we didn't talk about much, and I've got it running in my pond, and I've ordered some more from you, is catalytic carbon.
Yeah.
And tell everybody what it is, because a lot of people don't know. People are selling it now, and they don't even know what they're selling. So you are sort of like the guy who started using it more first before anybody else.
At the moment, I think I'm the only one that's got it, but I think there's other people trying to buy it now, or are buying it after I've put it on here. Catalytic carbons for chloramine reduction. Just do a search on Google, put in catalytic carbon, it'll tell you all about it. I also stop bone char, I stop activated carbon as well, and all the carbon filters you ever want.
Yeah.
Pre-filters, resin vessels, the lot.
So catalytic will also take chlorine and chloramine.
Yes.
Take both of them.
Yeah.
And so I've got it in my pond.
Yeah.
Only a couple of days, but I'm liking what I see. It's only by eye, but you know your fish. You could go outside.
Yeah.
You don't need to pull a test kit out. You could look at them and think, or something. And before you put it in, I think, the Pentec I was using needed change or something.
Yeah.
You brought that in for me. I put it in, and by the way, I checked the chlorine with my Palin test coming out of the blue, and it wasn't 0.01, which is not hardly anything. But still, they weren't totally happy. They were doing an odd flick, and since I put this in, they've not done it.
No.
And I'm out here every day, so I know.
Yeah.
And they've not, I mean, if you look at them there, look, they're all milling. I mean, there's hardly any fish in here, but they're all milling about as fish should be. So you could supply all of that. You can also install, and there's prices of these. So don't think you could call up Andy and, I mean, I'm telling you, I'm saying